Hello there, YouTube. Canadian geese flying right there. They land in those fields and stuff over there. Well, by the way, welcome to Saturday the 2nd. Yeah. Friday first. Yeah, Saturday the 2nd. It is 44 degrees out here. For about 5 hours this morning, we were without power. It all started with a big old crashing, booming thunder crack. Good Lord, it sounded like a plane crashing for about a mile length past, like it was going down our dirt road. And it just kept getting louder and louder. And then, like as it went past our house and went, it was huge. Woke everybody in the house up. Woke Kelly and me up, and the dogs are freaking out. And that was the craziest thunder crackle I've heard in quite a while. And then, like moments later, it was like crazy, like hurricane winds out there. It was blowing all Kelly's stuff over on the porch, and we're out trying to get all that cleaned up. And I mean, it was crazy wind. And all of a sudden, flash, 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 boop, everything went out. And that was like, I don't know, it was like 2 o'clock this morning. What a mess. So anyway, pulled the old Honda out. So she powered us up, kept us warm. You know, this thing actually outperforms that 3200 Polaris. I can run stuff on this that the Polaris just chokes. Go figure. That's what you get for buying cheap junk. Spend extra money, buy the Honda. Actually, this Honda wasn't even as expensive as that 3200 Polaris. You know, what's funny about this thing, you can run this thing pretty much sustained. It's only a 2200, but you can pull that thing at about 2600 and it'll keep trucking. I wouldn't do that, rely on that, because, you know, like I say, even a Honda, eventually, you can kill a Honda too. So, you know, don't bank on stuff like that. But, yeah, getting out here, it's I don't know what time it is, probably about noon, somewhere around there. Gonna drain the carburetor, put her away, put her back in her bag. She'll be ready next time I need it. Top her off with treated non-ethanol premium fuel, and she's ready every time I want it. Usually because I drain the carburetor, it takes a couple pulls on the starter, turn the choke on, next pull, boom, lights right up. It'll probably start the first time with the choke on, but I like to prime the carburetor a little bit. But hey, we'll walk over the other side there. It's cold right here. I'm getting a wind rush. What is that bright ball up there? What in the holy heck? Man. And man, that wasn't until just a little bit ago here that the crazy wind and stuff just stopped. And the pouring down rain. Literally sideways. It's going so sideways, it's slamming the side of our house. One of our bedroom windows. We got one facing two different directions, and one that never gets any wind on it. It's just pounding like it was going to come through the glass. It's crazy. That's what I said. It was like a hurricane out here. I don't know what it was, but it was pretty sustained and pretty hard. But so anyway, I sent a text to my boy Joey up there at Northwest Harley. I said, when's the 2024 Royal Enfield's coming in? So I'm interested in a chrome red 350 or a classic 350. So ding, he texts me back and he's going, when do you want it? I'm like, what? So I'm in the middle of texting, you know, wait a minute, you've already got 2024s, and my phone rings while I'm texting. So I answer the phone and, wait a minute, you guys already got 2024s? He goes, no. He goes, but I can get you 23s. He goes, you want one for Kelly? You and Kelly? I can get you a couple of them. I go, no, just one. But Anyway, he goes, well, come on up. He goes, have you ridden the Classic yet? I said, no, I've ridden the Meteor. I said, we've had a couple of them come in on trade at our store. I should have snagged them things. I mean, I really should have snagged that thing. But he goes, the Classic's a little different. I said, yeah, I know it's a little more upright. Not so much a cruiser. Seats taller and all that good jazz. I mean, the motor's the same. He goes, well, you need to come ride this. He goes, I got one for you to ride here. He goes, it's not the color you want. But, cold here, and wear a thick enough jacket. I think it might be colder than the 44. But, anyway, I said, no. I said, I've got something going on with my eyes here. So I don't think I'd be able, safe driving up there to ride one, much less going up there and riding it. What was going on with my right eye? Now my left eye is starting to do it. I'm getting some kind of infection of some sort. Some allergy or something is getting my eyes. My right side's starting to heal up. It's not as bad, but, it's still swollen up. Now my dadgum left eye's doing it. I go, Kelly, no way. And it just, it's like tears just don't stop. And it oozes nasty crap out of your eyes. I mean, you take a nap, or worse, in the middle of the night, you wake up and your eyes are literally sealed shut, or my right eye was. And now my left eye's starting to do the same thing. And I'm going, what's the same thing? It hurts. It's like my eyeball and my eyelids hurt. But anyway, I'll go up there and we're going to look at doing it Friday of next week, because we're doing those 4-day weeks. So we're going to look at the weather. He goes, well, I'm not here on Monday, so I'll get back in touch with you on Tuesday, and we'll stick a pin on Friday if the weather's looking good. He goes, man, this stuff's got to rain out sooner or later. They got the crazy windstorms up there in Lacey as well, too. He goes, we didn't lose any power, but they're all, city stuff. Everything's underground. The reason we lose power is in fact, in the dark, when I was getting the generator, I see something coming down the highway, looking way up, and you can see the flashing lights. It was the electric guys trying to figure out where the issue was. But that was early on. That was when I was just pulling the generator out. So, and it took them hours after that. It whatever it was, must have been hard to fix. But, I don't know, I think it was like 8 o'clock or something. It finally came back on. That was nuts. So anyway, the Classic 350 is not completely out of the water yet. And his are 23s, they're not 24s. I forgot to leave that part. He goes, no, I don't have the 24s. But he goes, I got some 23s. He goes, they're not on the showroom, but he goes, they're readily available to me. So that's cool. And, so the hope's not over. And definitely, oh man, any of you guys watch Old Man Rowan? Old Man Rowan? I used to watch him when he got his Himalayan. I think he might have just started when the Himalayans came out. I'm not sure when it was, but I know it's been at least a couple years since I watched any of his videos. While I was poking around looking at 350 Classic stuff, and he's riding a 350 Classic. I go, that's cool. So I watched the video. It just pulled up in the feed. So I watched his video, and I go, and he was talking about he has a Meteor. I didn't know if he had the Classic and the Meteor. He was just test riding for a local dealer. He's actually a Royal Enfield ambassador. So I go, so I'll look around, see what did he end up getting the Classic? Because he was talking about maybe getting a Classic so him and his wife could, ride the Meteor and Classic, because the Meteor's lower, it's easier for her to ride. And so anyway, I go, click to see what kind of stuff the video I was watching was, I think it was 2 years old or 1 year old or whatever. So I clicked to see, what's he been doing here lately. His last video was a year ago, like a year in November, I think is what it was. And I'm like, well, that's really weird. He posts pretty regularly. Wonder why. So, he's got his links to Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff. The first one I hit is Instagram. that account doesn't exist. And then I click his Facebook, and his last post was a year ago. So, oh man, I did some search. We lost him in April of this year. So when he stopped videoing, the Big C had got a hold of him, and he lasted 5 months. Had a 5-month battle and lost. And so, I mean, literally right after, the last videos that he posted, they said it took 5 months, and that was about 5 months. So December through April, and that was it. Man, that stuff can sneak up and take you right the heck out. That's my biggest fear, is that, reaching up and getting me, That's what ended up, ultimately, it was a result of that, in a twisted way, but it was a result of that took my father away from us, So it's scary. But anyway, I didn't mean to leave that on a sad note. But anyway, I need to go prep this. Kelly and today's my oldest son Kyle's birthday, so she's already rescheduled that thing, I think, because I can't even drive. She goes, well, I don't want you, what if what you got is, something contagious or something? I have no idea. Does pink eye, does it feel like you got, like I'm deeply allergic to cats? And I feel like somebody threw sand in my eye when I get that allergic reaction. But that's what it feels like. But, I mean, my eyes are literally swelling up, and they just, kind of like I got a constant crying thing going on. The tear ducts are just stuck wide open. I got to walk around wiping my eyes the whole time. And then when they swell up, they get about half shut. So, anyway, let me get this Honda set up here. Geez, I talked forever about the motorcycle and my eyes and old man Ronan. All right. Kelly and all her little Christmassy things she's got going here. So, doing some research. What I have is bacterial conjunctivitis, or pink eye. It's the one that has discharge. It's a bacterial infection. There's like 3 different types, and you have to go to a doctor to get an antibiotic to cure it, or it can go away in 1 to 2 weeks on its own. It will just go away by itself. But before you can go to work or whatever, you just can't share anything, where can't share clothing, a cloth, any kind of towel, anything that you may wipe your eye with, that they may, come across. And, you can't go to like nurseries, schools, work, and stuff like that until the discharge is completely gone. So I got this Friday in my right eye, and the right eye, stopped producing anything last night. And then this morning, the left eye took off right where I'm in the same boat as what the right eye was. So if that works out the same, it'll be fine on Monday morning, or it should be, because today's Saturday, right? It is Saturday, or is it Sunday? Yeah, it's Saturday, because I talked Joey's not there on Sundays and Mondays. But man, you guys ever watch Stuart Fillingham and all his lots of Royal Enfield stuff? He's got that chrome red oh, it's a saw. I thought it was a horse screaming. I don't know if the phone picked that up or not, but whoa. But anyway, man, if you haven't seen him, you gotta go check him out. He does the coolest Royal Enfield stuff like ever. And anyway, he's got as I said, the chrome red classic 350, just I mean, the best reviews. He's got that soothing, I don't know, just, I've watched him for years. But anyway, I just kind of poking around, looking at stuff here with my one eye that I can see out of, because it never stops producing out the other side. And came across some of those I'd already seen before. And it's worth a second watch. What kind of tools he got going in that barn? I can see they got the lights and stuff on out there. So he's up to something. My hands are so cold that the screen doesn't respond to my fingers touching it. But anyway, excited about that chrome red. That'll be nice. That's just, everything about that screamed me. That just, I don't know, it just brings me back to the roots of motorcycling. And everyone that has one just absolutely adores them. It's cool how many sport bike and adventure riders and all that stuff have a classic 350 in their garage and take off on that thing and just absolutely adore it. But anyway, freezing cold out here. I'm going in. Mama's out there. She's got a project there. I'm watching over her, so let me get back to her. Well, hello there, YouTube. Holy moly. Looks like I won a couple of rounds in a fight there, doesn't it?
I told him not to get mouthy again.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't joking. She beat him. Wow. I mean, literally. It does look like I won a couple of rounds, doesn't it?
Bless your heart.
It's all swole up underneath my eyes and everything.
He's so miserable.
Yeah. My right eye's, that was the first, starting to heal, now the left one. Then everything we raid, we figured out what it was, and it goes, make sure you don't, whatever you're doing with your one affected eye, that you don't touch the other eye.
Too late. He goes like this. And
Too late. Yeah.
Both.
Yeah, So I infected the other eye myself. It's weird. I think last time I had pink eye, I was probably a preteen in Texas, when I was living in Texas or something,
Oh.
I don't even know when. Long time. But that's crazy. What a wild... Like, was it last weekend or that we had the time off? One day I was sick.
Mm-hmm.
Now this weekend this happens. I'm like, man, I'm just going to heck in a handbasket here.
Poor baby.
Things come in threes, they say. Hope, is this number 3? I think so.
Yeah, we'll count this as 3.
Yeah, 2 eyes. The second eye was 3. But anyway, sorry for the super quiet vlogs the last couple of days, but that's where we are.
Yeah.
Just been talking about motorcycles, and one in particular. But I think on that, we're going to roll.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Sunday or Monday.
Heck yeah. All right.
And we'll see you in the morning.
We'll see you then. Thanks for watching now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.